some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway in San Diego. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Deep drop. Force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Yep.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a grab.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And that's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They toss it out right to Kelly. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
But how about this, a fake? And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from pump formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll come out in the pistol. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Steps away to his left. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Tamahale. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On play action, now Brady. First took up with his veteran tight end, Dallas Clark. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Dallas Clark, 65 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Dumping it off for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Okay. So I'm guessing he just lost connection. Let's see. One more win. One more win. So instead of ending the broadcast, I'm just gonna go to the next one. So yeah, ever since I lost that game where I missed 2 extra points that I could have won the game against a very good opponent, I have lost. I have won every single game, and every single close game I've been in, I came up with an interception, a game with a touchdown, or something like that. 1 win away to the playoffs. So let's see who is my opponent on to the Super Bowl, baby. I need to get me one. I need to get one by any means necessary. By any means necessary. Any means necessary. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting.
Players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
That's
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Carr. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Man open underneath. It's Gronkowski. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. And the D looking like they may blitz. On second down, here's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Returnable here for Hester. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him Take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Brady. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon as it is. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Carr going to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, there's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4... You've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Got an open man. It's Enunwa. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This is Kelly. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead,
and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's a former star crosstown at UCLA, Anthony Barr. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Brady now to throw. Letting one go deep for Enunwa. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Now on fourth down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. And look at this. It's a fake. As he's on to punt for the first. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. David Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this offense ready to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
It got his man complete. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Yeah, you heard it, right? Exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Shift together here from the D-line. Brady now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And now it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. On the direct snap, Freeman. On the run, it's Kelly. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Brady. And he's got a noon one. Touchdown! Quincy Enunwa, 48 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get
Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyler Lockett, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Brady. Enunwa's got it, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tom Brady taking it in. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So they're operating in the red zone. On 2nd down, Johnson. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield to make the play?
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gano's kick is right through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching? Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Carr going to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Again, this is Kelly fighting through. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And this is incomplete. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. To throw is Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They go to Johnson again. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Third down now following the run. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Carr. Forced out to Benny. Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. This will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Back to throw. And he's got a new one. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's... And look out. I think he's going to go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And this looks to probably be the final play. One final try now for Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.
The winning streak is over.
Stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're
It
going to
was a
fix
good
them,
game. It was a
and
back
continue
and
to get
forth
better
game.
at what they do. But they also
Now
need a little
him
adjustment
reading
with their
this play,
confidence. To give up
I
that
can't
many
lie.
points,
That was,
even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
I was not expecting that. Maybe I should have waited, but then he just immediately jumped. Maybe I should have waited. I should have waited. That just, man. And he showboat afterwards. Luke Kuechly picked off me twice. But that 4th down, I could have scored. I could have scored. If only. Wait, just imagine if you. Oh, what if only Larry Fitzgerald got the block? I could have been gone. But damn. But Jamie Collins came. He just waited, and bowed.